Collective gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a message for the collective, of course. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy Angels and Spirit guys give us exactly what we need to know for my collective gang. These are general messages, guys, that it could be for any zodiac sign. All right, use your intuition and your own discernment to guide you towards the messages that are here for you today. If it seems like I'm talking about your person and not you, or vice versa, place yourself where you belong in this story. Work that thing out, okay? All right. If you don't mind, guys, please take a moment and click the like button. That is how people find us on this platform. We are growing very quickly. I'm so excited about it. So excited to have found you guys, okay? So let's keep it going, all right? Let's keep the party going. Go ahead and click that subscribe button as well if you want to make it official and become a part of the gang. Then click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Okay, you guys. Now, we already have more cards popping out, but I guess I should go over what we have thus far. So these just came out. Let's go over what's come out first, okay? Oh my gosh. You have a bit of a situation on your hands, or you did. I feel like for those of you who resonate with this message, you may have gone back and forth on this. You may have gone, you may have been a little bit, like I said, teetering the line in reference to whether or not you want to keep this person around or not. There's a very hard line, though, that was created, some form of a boundary. So this is somebody that you were open to initially. And I feel like that opening has now closed. I feel like the door is now closed. In fact, some of you, the door is not even there anymore. So I'm getting a visualization of like a construction truck pouring cement and just like cementing over the whole entire door. And then before this person could realize it, it was no longer there. So not only is it closed, okay, access is not granted. This person is looking for a GPS. They're looking for somebody to send them a lifeline, SOS, right? And there is this feeling of somebody who is like wigging out. That's the term that I'm hearing. I don't even use that term, so I don't know if that's a term that you use or a term that this person has used. It says if they are, they're losing their marbles. There is a sentiment that they had or have some form of an addiction. There's an addictive quality about this connection. I don't get that the addiction is coming from your end. It's coming very much so from this person's end, and it is due to a lie. What? Okay, so for those of you who are new here, when I chuckle, it's like a nervous chuckle. It's like a what the fuck is going on chuckle? Like a little bit of a kiki sometimes, right? Sometimes it's an actual laugh at these stupid ass people. This is somebody who is second guessing and they're questioning themselves now, okay? They are questioning the entirety of this connection in this relationship. Like, did it actually happen? Did this really happen? I feel like this person was either propped up on a pedestal or you let this person to believe that you were into them way more than you actually were. So it will come to them as a surprise when you're throwing up the peace sign, or for some of you, you're taking one of them figures out of there. Okay. Calling it quits. Like I said, creating a very hard boundary, creating distance, lots of distance. And for some of you, if you're not distancing yourself physically, then it's an emotional distance. It's a difference. This person is feeling the coldness now. Like I said, a closed off type of energy. They feel like you're no longer available, emotionally, physically. They feel like the access is just not there anymore. The reason why I said it was built on a lie is because this person now feels like you are a fraud. Listen, this doesn't have to be the case. This is just where their thought process is right now. Now, we have ego here that popped up twice. So this person's ego is taking up the entirety space of where we are right now. It's taking up this whole fucking room, okay? The whole earth, bitch, the whole galaxy. Their ego is massive. And I feel like you didn't recognize that when you first met this person or at the beginning of this connection, right? That's something that you had come to realize, which is why you ended up closing the door, closing them off to this supply. They do feel like that was supply. There's a way in which you fed this person's ego. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's what's showing up, okay? And now they feel like you're giving them a big fuck you, and they're like, well, why? How? So all of that was just bullshit. Like, so it really wasn't as great as you said it was. Like, I really didn't blow that bike out as much as you said I did. Like, I'm really not as fine as you said I am. Like, my ass is not the fattest, right? Like, what's up? Creating this energy of them being unsure of themselves. Now, there is one of these cards that really stuck out to me. It says, hey, I just want to be your co-star. I feel like this wasn't a team player. Okay, this is somebody who kind of showed up to the relationship and felt like that's all they had to do. You know, breathe, bitch, breathe. That's your gift, my breath. Ho, me being here, right? Like me existing in the world is the reason for the season, and the season would be having you. That is the trade-off in their mind, and I feel like that is drastically changing. Now, I don't get that you realize, or I don't feel like you realized in the moment that the ways in which you may have been feeding this person's ego, whether you knew it or not, created sort of this monster, right? This person who always wanted to be the main character, always wanted to be the center of attention, and always needed that ego to be fed in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay? You're refusing to do that now, and now they are going through I guess a relapse, right? Like they want to relapse. No, they're going through withdrawals. That is it. That's it, right? And they're having some difficulties with their identity. They feel like they were just fine before they met you, and then you came and you fed them this purity, okay? So it doesn't matter what sign you are. Whatever it is that you dishing out over there is getting bitches addicted, okay? It's getting motherfuckers addicted, right? It's getting them wound up, getting their panties, their draws all in a bunch. Did you lie? Can I ask a question? Can I ask you a question? Don't cuss me out down in these comments, okay? Send me a little hey girl heck, okay? Did you lie to this person? Did you allow this person to believe that they were better than they actually were? You know, this could show up in different ways, right? It's going to take a certain level of accountability and a certain level of analyzing the situation to be able to answer that question. So for those of you who have already done that and there's no judgment, I would love to know. Yeah, their ego is inflated. Okay? This definitely felt like it feels like a one-sided relationship, a one-sided connection. And now this person feels like you're reintroducing yourself. Like I'm literally hearing a Jay-Z line, like, allow me to reintroduce myself, bitch. Okay? Don't play. I'm not a co-star. I'm not to be played with. I'm not a doormat. I'm not an all-you-can-eat buffet, ho. Like, yeah. So this person feels like there's been a complete 180. They feel like it's a slap to their face, and they feel like you lied. So that is why I keep asking, did you lie? So now they're really unsure of if what they felt or what you were giving to them was actually the case. Was it really real? Was that really the truth? They're second guessing everything at this juncture. So I feel like this person is even having a hard time. For those of you who are disconnected entirely, they're even having a hard time moving on. Okay, they feel like their main character energy has been tainted. It has been diluted. They don't recognize themselves anymore. They may feel a little bit silly for believing you, right? So like I said, this doesn't even have to be the case. For some of you, you possibly were open. Maybe you did mean some of the compliments that you were giving this person, but I feel like you threw a little extra seasoning on that thing, okay? You was doing all the seasonings, okay? The little dash of Mrs. Dash. Did you? Feel like you were buttering this person up. You were into this person at one point in time. I do feel that, because then we had karmic relationship come out here, right? So there were feelings here. This person triggered you in ways, however, that made you second guess and question where things were going, and it closed up this portal. It closed up the access. They are really fiending to have that access back, I'm going to tell you. Okay? I feel like this person is definitely angry with themselves, but they also have some sentiments of resentment. They feel like you gave them something so pure, whatever it was, even if it was just your words, even if it was just like having deep conversations with them, spending time with them, showing them attention, giving them those compliments for like bottom of the barrel ass shit. I'm telling you, if it was compliments for things that it was really undeserving for. Like you were throwing them a whole parade just for adulting. Oh, you paid your bills. Oh my gosh, you great adult, you. Yeah, you ain't got gas in the car. Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Like you're the best. You deserve a reward. You deserve a cookie. It's like that. And they was just eating it up. Like I said, like sopping it up with a biscuit, baby, sopping it up. So they feel like you just yanked it away. So for me to say yanked it, I do feel like for some of you, this feels like to this person that you just ghosted, or that you just disappeared, or that one day you were this way and then the next day you weren't. And they're like, well, what is going on? And if they've tried to have conversations with you, they possibly cannot get through to you, or you're just not willing to open up. For some of you, you may deem this person as not deserving of a conversation, or you may have had this conversation with this person, but because their ego is so inflated, they didn't hear you. So it's like, I'm not going to repeat myself and continue to repeat myself. What the fuck is this? You need hooked on phonics. Ho, I'm not going to keep doing that. So we have photograph, and then we have the golden mirror. One-sided relationship, I said that already. So I feel like you guys, whatever you were attracted to in this person, whatever attracted you to this person, would have been what led you to give them accolades and compliments and shit that they really wasn't deserving of. You were feeling this person to an extent. You may have saw some potential in the movement forward. You didn't quite see all of the red flags because they weren't there initially. This person is known to be a love bomber, is what I'm hearing. So this person may have been laying it on pretty thick for you as well. But they feel as though you're the one who changed the game. They feel like you're the one who started to back off. You're the one who's creating this trigger. I do feel like this is somebody who wants to make a resurgence. This is somebody who kind of wants to be a team player, like I said, but I don't know about that, right? Like, I feel like this person is definitely an addict, okay? So can you really trust an addict? You know what I'm saying? They might try to sell off all your shit, sell off your soul, just for a hit. Calling all middle fingers to this motherfucker's face. So this person may have done something to really rub you the wrong way. For some of you, it was an ultimate betrayal. And for some of you, they didn't even recognize they did it because they are self-absorbed, because they are self-focused. So they didn't realize when they offended you, they really don't know why. So if you were thinking that this person knows what they did and they know why you're mad, they really don't. They don't, and don't, and don't, and don't. Yeah, who smells bullshit? That's for a particular portion of you. If you feel like this person understands what they did and how the two of you made it to this position, right? Made it to this space in time, they really don't. They are extremely confusion. The epitome of confusion. And I do feel a spiral. Okay, they are spiraling. See, we have acts here. There's a pattern. So that might be the reason why you're like, they do know what they're doing. They do know what they did because they've done it before. And I said something about it before. I was open to the conversations in the past. I'm not open to the conversations anymore. I feel like a fool continuing to repeat myself over and over and over and over just for somebody to keep coming to me with the same shit, a pattern. So you brought a stop to it. I see silent treatment here and abandonment. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. This is this person, you guys. Okay. So it is this person definitely feels like you abandoned them, that you didn't allow them to get another source of supply before you dipped out. They feel like they were entitled to that. We have the dragonfly. This person has a hard time adapting. They might be a fixed sign, but not necessarily. They're giving a lot of fixed sign energy, and they're also giving the energy of somebody who, this is someone who never really had to work for the things that they have in life. That's what I heard. So they may have been given a lot. They had a lot of open doors. This is what has created this sense of entitlement, the self-absorbency. Even back through childhood, they may have been very popular. They may have gotten away because of their looks. You know, they may be a charmer. They may be a wordsmith. They may be very charismatic. There's something about this person, right? Over time, that they realize that the door is always open for them, that they never get told no, that they don't get rejected, that they don't get abandoned, they don't get, they just don't, that doesn't happen to them. So it has inflated their ego as big as a blimp, baby. It's floating in the air. Their head is massive. You like, no, their head is really massive. They got a big ass head, a big ass noggin. And because this is a pattern, right? It says it right here. The adaptability for them to figure out what's going on when things don't go as they see fit. The adaptability is not there. And it's creating this space where they are unsure of what's happening. They really are blind, you guys. They do not recognize what is going on here. They can visually see their ego deflating because of your behavior. And that has them spiraling. Wow. Looking at your pictures, okay? It says nostalgia. They have tried to attempt to make new memories elsewhere. Yet it's just not hitting the same, okay? That's what I'm hearing. So they may be comparing everybody that they date, everyone that they encounter, everyone that tries to talk to them, or everyone that they try to talk to you, to this connection. They're trying to be open with moving forward because that ego is deflating at a very rapid pace. They're looking for a helium machine. So I do feel a conversation coming towards you if you are available. Okay, if you're still open to it. Here's the sticky point, right? You're gonna possibly have to repeat yourself. This person is willing to listen at this juncture only because it's gotten so bad, right? Energetically, they are depleting. This is depleting this person. Okay, you fed my ego, so I do feel like the way that you fed their ego was unlike any other. Not even their parents, not their first love, not their first partner, not their first intimate partner. Like, no, nobody is feeding, nobody's buffet, okay, is giving the spread that yours is giving. All your shit is lined with gold, okay, gold plated, everything. We have the Four of Swords. So it's this time out. It's this pause within the situation that's really creating this unsurety that they're having within themselves. It's really got them wrapped up all in their head. And I do feel like this person is going to want to come towards you rapidly, quickly. We have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person was very immature. So somebody who you, like I said, were open to at one point in time and things were fun. Right? This love bombing in this card keeps sticking out for me. And along with the Knight of Wands, that could be that this person was just extremely charming. You probably tried to match their energy only to realize that their energy was fake. You know what love bombing is, right? So somebody comes in hot and heavy. They're here for a good time, not a long time. They could be very passionate, right? They admire you. They got all the compliments in the world. They have all the time in the world. You're getting all the texts, all the good morning beautifuls, all the good morning handsomes, right? You're getting the gifts. You're getting the dates. You're getting all of that shit, and then all of a sudden they want to put you in the back. They want to put you to the back. So I don't know how many times that has happened or how many cycles you've been through with this person. It doesn't seem like very much. It feels like this has hit this person out of nowhere. They were definitely expecting to go way more cycles than you were allowing. Love that for you, by the way. I do. You took a leap of faith elsewhere, and it's really leaving this person in a tizzy. Okay, the Knight of Wands can be someone who is extremely egoistic, right? Operating out of the shadows. The Fool and the Knight of Wands together to me gives very immature, very young. This person might be younger than you or just very much more immature than you, okay? They may deem you as someone who was extremely mature, and they deem that as being a quality of somebody who would be the bigger person. So they felt like they would be able to get away with a lot more because of that, right? Sort of like a parent or something, like you were going to lecture them instead of just giving them the F-U-C-K and getting the fuck on. Girl, if you was gonna say fuck anyway, why you spell it? I don't know. So we have the Page of Wands and we have the Chariot as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So you are really changing this person. We have the Death card. This is a transformative and pivotal moment in this person's spiritual journey. I bet this person never realized that you were going to be such a catalyst to this awakening and this transformation within them. It is the end of an era for them. I don't get that they realize that either they're actually unsure of where they're going from here. And like I said, they may try to make a resurgence and come towards you with the bullshit. It sounds like a scheme, okay, that God set up to come through you with the bullshit. If you know, you know. Okay, in the comments, if you know what I'm doing, then you know, okay? It's a little bit of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But anyway, I digress. We have the Chariot. This person is moving full steam ahead towards a different and new chapter within their life. They're not going to be very enthusiastic about that because this person has never really had to change. I don't care how old they are. They may be full grown. I'm talking late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You let me know how old this person is. And this does appear to be one of the first transformations that they're having in this lifetime. It's a very drastic one. And it does feel like they're going from being, like I said, very inflated to almost completely depleted overnight. At least that's the dramatics of it all, right? Like that's how they're viewing it. It's giving that dramatic effect because it has never happened before. This person does want another opportunity. They are coming towards you full steam ahead, as I stated. Okay. I do feel like you have ended this cycle. You've put the middle finger up. You've cemented the wall. There's no longer any access there. Just be aware that this is somebody who is on the bullshit. They are with the shits. This one. Okay. They're desperate. They may be trying to grasp for straws. This is somebody who doesn't, they are going to go towards this transformation, whether they like it or not. But I feel like they're going kicking and screaming. The divine is literally having to drag this motherfucker out of this cycle towards an awakening. It's wild. We have magician. Okay. So I feel like this person is trying to manifest you to stay back behind, okay? To not recognize what has happened. This is somebody who still feels like they have some form of control. They're still kind of wanting to believe the lies. Okay. If you were the one telling lies, you're like, I wasn't lying. I really liked them. I really thought that they were the shit. I really thought that they would be my forever. I thought that I thought we were going to be married forever. I thought we were going to be together. I thought this was going to be life, right? I was so open to this. There's a lot of, there's a sense of adventure in the connection with you and this person. There's a bit of magic there as well with the magician. So when it was good, it was fucking great. But then when it started to become bad, it was, oh my God, deplorable, right? Like just, ugh. It's giving you the ick just to think about it. I'm sure of it. So we have a renewed cycle coming, okay? This person is transforming, I will say that. If you still have any desire, right, to come towards this person or to see what it's all about, right? If you're still open to this to any extent, don't force anything to fit, and don't get down in those comments telling me that you're not. If you're not, then you're not. Everybody is not in the same space or in the same frequency, right? Feelings wise, when it comes to this relationship. Everybody will be in a different space in reference to how they view this person, how they view this connection, and if that bridge is burnt. I just don't advise, right? It's free will. I don't advise going anywhere near this prior to a transformation. It does say karmic, so the lessons need to be learned. If you have learned your lessons, going backwards towards this person does bring you down, right? It brings you down. You would literally have to lower yourself to be with them, and then that would then hinder their own growth, which is kind of what they are hoping for. I do feel that, you guys, okay? Because we then have this, and then we have that, right? This is what they're hoping for, that you'll wait for them. I get that a majority of you are already into a new cycle, right? Look, 10 of Swords, right? Tens are the end. Very painful relationship this one was. And like I said, I feel like it was hard for you. You may have teetered the fence. You may have felt like your hand was forced in walking away from this. Okay. This person is still being very sneaky. They're trying to sneak their way out of this transformation, out of this spiritual awakening. They're trying to sneak their way out. This is somebody who doesn't want to change. That's why I kept hearing fixed sign. They've been allowed to be this way, okay, living in their ego. Their whole life, their entire life. So this change is coming as a massive one. It's coming out of nowhere, and it's coming massively, and they are blaming you for it. Yikes. See? I love where you are in this space and time. Okay, keep in mind that these readings are, of course, general, and they are also timeless, you guys, and they are fluid. So this could be something that is predictive of the future. If you still feel like you're in this 10 of Swords energy, you are coming out of that very quickly. Healing is going to allow you to step into your pre-empress, pre-emperor energy, your pre-emperor, pre-empress status, baby. And that is the sweet spot. That's the land of milk and honey. That is where things grow, thrive, and evolve. Okay? I feel like you're on that path. You're on your way there. The both of you needed to learn lessons in this connection. I do get the energy that you have learned those lessons. You have actively learned the lessons. You have been successful at doing so. And this is why you are on that boat in the 6 of Swords card, right? It's moving away from toxicity, chaos, recognizing the things that no longer pour into you, etc., etc. This is somebody who is fighting against that. So when it comes to karmic partnerships, we have all been someone's karmic before, okay? It's about learning the lessons, right? It's not something to be avoided. It's not something to be fearful of. It's something that will elevate you. It's something that will help you grow and evolve in life. It's gonna level you up. It's a level up. It's a growing pain, okay? It is growing pains within these lessons, but it will level you up, okay? You will be in a better place than where you were even before the karmic cycle came. But the lessons must be learned, and I feel like you have actively taken those lessons by the horns, right? And you have really gone towards your own destiny. You are actively listening. You're being obedient. So there will be a reward for that. Whereas this person, I feel like I said, is kicking and screaming, right? Like they are just like refusing. They are refusing. They almost feel like their old tactics, their old patterns have not been chopped away, which you did do. So you really have nothing to do with how long it takes them to transform. You learned your lessons and you got the fuck on. That was contractual, right? This person, however, will come towards you. They have no choice but to. They are fiending for you. There's an addictive quality, as I stated. They feel like they're running out of time. Okay? They may invite you on a date. Okay? Please be very careful. I don't get that their intentions are pure. Okay? As this is somebody who is still looking out for self. So they don't really give a damn if you have to come back down a couple of notches, as long as it gets them out of this state of turmoil. And that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. But that doesn't mean that they won't try. They are going to try, in fact. They will try. They will. I'm also seeing in this card narcissist, but I don't get that heavily. I get that this is a karmic connection. You know if your person has those, if they are that or not. Okay, I'm not here to diagnose nobody. I'm not. Letting go and loving yourself. That is the lesson for you. I feel like you were open to this a little more than you probably should have been, but everything happens for a reason. And now you are able to clearly see the lessons, and this is why you're able to have this movement forward. This is a test, you guys, okay? Because this being a karmic soulmate, you did have feelings for this person at one point in time. There were ties here, a soul tie potentially, right? And this is somebody who is using spiritual energetics, right, on the egoistic side, so that's low vibrational, to pull you back in. So even though you feel as though you might be over this person for some of you, or if you feel like you're not, then you're in a tougher situation than most, right? You need to keep your eyes peeled for their antics, for their tactics, for their manipulations, because this person is desperate. This is desperation, desperado, baby. They are fighting this. They have been fighting this. They have. I feel like it's come to a head now, right? It's like a standoff, a duel between them and the divine, which has absolutely nothing to do with you. But getting back into bed with this person, getting back into cahoots with this person, even possibly engaging with this person to a slight extent, could leave you in the direct line of fire of their karma, okay, of their transformative energy. Transformations can be very difficult and tough, especially when you fight against the current. And I feel like that's what this person is doing. See, look, the Wounded Warrior and the Five Wands. Both these cards signify fighting. This person is fighting. They are in spiritual warfare with themselves, okay? With their old self and their new self. The new self is to elevate them. It's so that they can evolve. It's so that they can expand. But this person is refusing to see the bigger picture. And they are in turmoil as well. I feel like you've gotten out of this state. This was mirrored at one point in time. You're no longer here in this space. You've moved beyond it. And this person doesn't recognize that in order for them to get beyond this toxic energy, right? This painful cycle, they need not fight against spirit. They need not fight against the divine and awaken. A wake-up call. Hello. Look in the fucking mirror. You grown ass person. And then to blame you is just wild. That's wild to me. They're not taking any accountability at this point. See, look, it's like they're blaming you for holding back, for taking back your energy. You fed them and now you're taking it away. They're calling you an Indian giver. And how dare you choose yourself over us? We're supposed to be soulmates. We're supposed to be together. You chose yourself. You're a selfish bitch, right? Like that's what they're on. Now, I did shuffle the cards and I did not take out that Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands, but you saw it, and that this person might use this tactic as well, right? Guilt trip you. Start a fight. Okay, start an argument. And it is because they want to avoid a tower. They are going to go through a tower moment, you guys, okay? An upheaval. Everything is burning around this person. It has to happen. I feel like they have wreaked havoc in many of people's lives, even before you. And this just has to happen. Even their family members recognize that this person is not growing. They're not evolving. They're still doing the same shit that they was doing when they was a teenager. It's just like absurd. It's absurdity. They're going to say they want you to be patient with them. It takes time for people to grow. You didn't even allow me to change. People don't change overnight. You're just going to leave me? I thought you loved me. And all and don't you fall for that shit. Cause that tower gonna come down on that ass too. I'm just telling you. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. 8 of Pentacles. See? 8 of Pentacles in the strength. You're gonna have to be strong in this one, you guys. And depending on where you are in your own healing process will determine how hard this is for you, okay? And we could just keep it a buck, right? You could say all day and every day, I ain't going back, I ain't gonna talk to them, I'm not gonna be around them, blah, blah, blah. I get it, I get it, I get it. Shit gets hard in the field, baby, okay? Especially when that thing used to be thangin', okay? Especially when you saw a future with this person, or when you take stock of what you placed into something, what you've invested in something. Sometimes going back doesn't sound so bad because you didn't get a return on your investment. So sometimes you might think, damn, well, let me go back for a little while so I could just at least get this bitch to take me to dinner. At least get this motherfucker to do this, and this, and then I'm out. And it's just not that simple, because where this person is in their space and time in their life, you might get hit by a stray. I'm just going to let you know that. I'm just going to let you know that. Okay? Now listen, I'm going over to what's called the extended. Okay? If you resonated with this message and you want to follow me over there, first click that like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. We're going to get into some things over there. Okay? Follow me. Let's go.